Hello. Can anyone hear me? So we couldn't stream on YouTube on LinkedIn because pretty much there was a technical issue. So just for I don't know why, but then we're not able to go live on LinkedIn. Yeah, on LinkedIn. So we just have to go on and move on. So I just believe everyone can hear me. I want to be sure. Let me ask my team if they can hear me. But can anyone hear me? I believe everyone can hear me. I just believe I'm audible enough. So we just get started. So please type in the comment section if you could hear me. I just want to be sure. Like I pretty much don't have someone in the studio with me who could hear me. I just want to be sure that I'm not speaking to myself. Okay, so pretty much my name is Nathaniel. So I'll just go straight to the point. My name is Nathaniel. I'm the founder of Techclout Africa. So pretty much at Techclout Africa, we're a tech media company. We operate from Lagos, Nigeria currently, but we deliver globally. So that means from anywhere you are, you don't have to be in Lagos before we can help you. So we can help you, we can assist you from anywhere you are. Pretty much what we do is we help people, mostly people in the tech ecosystem, build their visibility and credibility. And that's something that we are so key about because a lot of persons are doing so much in the tech ecosystem. A lot of persons are doing so much in different industries and they don't pay attention to building their credibility and visibility because it's a different thing to bring leads to the funnel, that's a sales funnel, but then can you convert them? Can you make money off them? That's the thing. So a lot of persons will always struggle when it comes to that. They spend money on ads, but then it doesn't convert. It's more like you're spending money for me to come to your page. When I get to your page, I don't feel impressed enough, and probably your page do not look so. Uh, uh, doesn't look like I can trust you, and that's the issue. Preach, it's something trying to focus on. So we're helping individuals and brands build their visibility, publish on national dailies, Vanguard, Business Day, even international platforms, Forbes, and the rest. We can do all of that for you. So, to the business of the day, my name is Nathaniel. So, in case I won't want to talk more so much about myself because it's all about you. This conversation is it's not about me at all. So it's about people on this call. So I won't say so much about myself, but pretty much my name is Nathaniel Ike. So I've already disconnected the LinkedIn live session. It's supposed to be live on LinkedIn, but because a technical issue just came on, and yeah. So just tell me where you are joining from. You can introduce yourself. Say my name is, for instance, my name is Nathaniel. I'm joining from Lagos, Nigeria. So you can say your name is Daniel. You're joining from UK. So I want to see that going on the comment section. I want to see that. I want to meet you all. Why we just go straight to the point. So pretty much we're here to talk about LinkedIn optimization, and it's something that is so critical. And I think it's something that we are used to hearing LinkedIn optimization everywhere and there. But then the point is, I think a lot of persons that I've listened to do not really touch the major things that are necessary. So talk about, you know, not just to talk about generic things like, oh, optimize your LinkedIn, work on your DP. The point is how. A lot of persons do not really know how to do these things. And that's why we're on this call, right? We want to tell you how to make it happen, like what you should pay attention to, talking about your headline, talking about your profile pictures specifically, because it's something that so many people do not pay attention to. So when we say put a good DP, a lot of persons just feel like, this is nice. They don't just check these things out. They don't look at the modus operandi of what's necessary, that would definitely help them convert whatever thing they want to convert on the platform. So some persons are on LinkedIn for different purposes. Now I would categorize these persons. For instance, we have people who are entrepreneurs. So they are like thought leaders. We have entrepreneurs, we have thought leaders, and we have working professionals. We also have job seekers. So four categories of persons. So majorly, it's either you're an entrepreneur, it's either you're a thought leader, it's either you're a working professional, that's a career person, or you are a job seeker. So some persons are looking for jobs. That's why they're on LinkedIn. Some persons are career-oriented persons. They're trying to position themselves better, do better for themselves, and pretty much that's why they're on LinkedIn. They're trying to connect with more persons, being strategic and all of that, and it makes sense. At the end of the day, some persons are thought leaders. They're just there to advise us. I think a lot of persons are used to, seeing people trying to position themselves as thought leaders. And that's very okay. That's fine. But then I think one thing I will start with is if you are not a thought leader, if you're a job seeker, there is no point you going on LinkedIn and start to motivate people. It's pointless. Like you need help, you need a job. So you're not trying to be relevant by posting motivational quotes every day, telling people, if you don't do this every time, it doesn't mean that you're smart, right? There are things, smartness is by action. Like show us what you've done. That's pretty much what LinkedIn is about. Like we want to see your track record. That's the real smartness. So it's not about posting intelligent quotes, good English, going to ChatGPT, Claude AI, copy something interesting and paste on your profile. And it makes sense because you're trying to sound smart and intelligent. The fact is, if you're a job seeker, position yourself as a job seeker. Do what you should do to attract jobs to yourself. So you should not just try to be a thought leader when you are looking for a job. You know that you don't have a job. So why should you be acting like a thought leader? It's pointless. You're a career person, you're looking for a better job. Pretty much you need to do what's necessary for you to be positioned for these things, right? So for job seekers, there are basic things that need to be done. For instance, your DP, very, very essential. So I would go very practical. I'll share my screen, right? So let me be sure I can do that. Okay, present. Okay. I can see that. So I'll share my screen, I'll share my profile, I'll show you how my profile look like. What I've done over the years, you're gonna see it, and pretty much you would be able to how will I say, you'll be able to know what to do to to revamp your profile. So I'll start with the DP. I just want to go straight to the point. I don't want to say too much, no motivation, straight to the point. Because on the flyer, what we have there is how to revamp or fix your headline and also your DP. So I will just go straight to the point. Basically, I'll start by saying that your DP is like the cover of your profile. Please take notes. So when I say your DP is the cover of your profile, it's intentional. I'm not trying to blow your mind by just saying that. What I mean is this. On LinkedIn or anywhere, people will judge you by your cover. So what I mean is essentially, if you don't have a very strategic cover profile picture, people will judge you. They will think you are not a serious person. Imagine waking up in the morning and you're taking a selfie, like you pretty much have a selfie on your profile. Like it might look cool to you, but it doesn't make you look like a serious person. What you should do is to take a very smart headshot and no need for decorative things at the back or fancy things at the back. Plain background, you could edit it. Just let me just make it easy. Go to a studio and take a photo shoot. Do a photo shoot there. Do an headshot, just showing your head to your chest, not your full body. So I think a lot of persons will always make that mistake by showing their head and their leg. I've seen one today, showing their knee. It's true. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that makes sense to me is your face and your like. I just want to see. I want to have a perception of who you are. Like pretty much, I want to know that you look serious, and also you look like someone who is career driven or seriousness. I think that's just people on LinkedIn look serious. So just give them that vibe. Don't try to act like you are the unserious one or you are the vibes and you're just trying to catch. If you are acting that way, They won't say anything, but trust me, they won't take you serious. So you have to show them that you look serious. And when I say show them, it's not by saying, it's by acting. Simple. Take a picture showing your head like from with a space, like the way I'm positioned on this camera, right? A space in between, little space in between, then showing my head to my just the top of my, shall I say, it's not to my stomach, right? So that's the very essential part that is needed. And wear something nice, very, very, very important. Don't go and wear, you're not an artist. There's no point dressing like an artist, you know, like this now. I can't necessarily wear this chain and put it on my DP. It's not necessary because I'm not trying to prove anything. I'm trying to act like a very serious person. So let me share my screen, right? So I think I've been saying so much. Share screen. Okay. Um, so can you all see my screen? If you can, I just show that you can see me. I'm checking. I'm checking. If you can see my screen, just let me know. So I just want. Oh, you can't see my screen. Can you see my screen now? You should be able to see the screen because I'm sharing my screen. Sure. So I'm going back now. Did you see it when I switched? Did anyone see my screen when I switched? Just say yes and I'll move on so we don't waste time. So Kristen said no. Can anyone just confirm and say yes when I switched? So I'm switching now. I'm switching now. Can you see my screen? I want to believe that you can see my screen because it's saying that I'm sharing my screen here. So I just want to believe that. Okay, great, awesome. So this is my profile. Good. So let's just go straight. This is my DP. This is what I mean. So pretty much, I said you should have a DP showing your showing your head. You can wear a transparent spectacle if you like. Not necessary. It's not necessary that you dress in suits. Like everybody do not have to wear suits. I used to have a DP wearing native. It lasted for about I think it lasted for about 4 years or 5 years before I changed it because I didn't have a more serious, profile, profile DP by then. So pretty much, this is cool, right? But you don't have to wear suits, right? Not necessary. Just dress and look serious. Take an headshot. You see the way my own is looking. You don't have to wear cap, oh. You don't have to wear cap. Even this is my own cap. I might remove it, but it's well, it is what it is, right? I look serious. That's the most important thing. So just look serious. Give them that vibe, right? Because you might probably be an entrepreneur. You might be a job seeker. You might be a working professional. The thing that will sell you first is your DP. I'll give you a reason. Now, I'm trying to hire a talent. Maybe I'm looking for a program manager, right? I'm looking for a program manager. And I went to this search bar, right? And I'll search for program manager based on country. So I can select my my preference. Why is this thing showing me something else? This is not how I want it to. For instance, DP is necessary. So I know that LinkedIn might not be your thing, so you don't really care. But just do some basic things. We are not saying that you should be posting every day. We are not saying that you should be motivating anybody every day. Just do basic things and leave your profile. You don't need to be posting stuff to show that you're active. It's not necessary, to be honest. It's not necessary. When you get to that point, you can start doing that. So there are stages for all of these things. You don't necessarily have to be. So I'm trying to look for people, not job. So I'm not. So depending on what you are looking for, I'm trying to find people who are product managers. Mind you, I search for product managers. Is it project or programs? I think it's program. Yeah, program manager. Now I selected people because I'm not looking for a job. So now I'm an entrepreneur. That's why I'm looking, or I'm trying to hire talent, right? If I'm a job seeker, I'll just go to jobs. So that's why I said what or who you are will determine how you use your LinkedIn, right? Because I'm probably trying to look for a talent who is uh, probably based in, very important, based in Lagos. So I can decide to say, okay, because I want talent in Lagos, I'll come here and pick Lagos, Nigeria, right? So that's why if you are in Lagos and you are a program manager, you would rank or you will show for my preference, right? And again, probably people that have worked in Apple, this all of these things are just paparazzi, right? And again, it might be people that I'm directly connected to, or probably that my connections are connected to them. So that's second, then third. But if I'm directly connected to them, that's first. So I think some persons don't know this. What is this? Maybe this is my preference, right? Let me not go to second. Let me just go to the first. So probably I'm just dealing with people that I'm connected with because I trust them more. Might make sense to me. I trust them more. So I'm picking my first. I'm on selecting second and third. Probably I select everything. So that means I'm searching from first connection, people that are connected to your connections. So I might select this third, I might select this second, and just deal with first because I trust them, probably because they are connected to me. That might make sense, right? But the point I'm trying to make is this, which is the DP. I just want to make that point, right? So my network is loading. So my point is now I'm looking for programs manager or program managers, right? So you can see that everyone here have program manager on their headline. Look at program manager. We are coming to that, right? So that means this should signal something to you that if you don't optimize your profile by having your job role on your headline the right way, you would not rank. So that means I can't find you. I won't find you. You might be on LinkedIn, find DP, but because of that mistake, which I'll still talk about, you probably not show. Even though I selected Lagos, Nigeria, and you are in Lagos, it's on your profile that you're in Lagos, you won't rank because it's not your headline that you're a program manager. So that's why we'll still come to that, right? But then my point is these persons have different DPs, right? So you can see every one of them. Let me go back. Every one of them have different DPs, and them and so yeah, Nancy. Whatever. I don't know these persons, but I'm looking for a program manager. Rather, I'm looking for a program manager. I don't know them. I don't know them. I just need a talent who is a program manager. Now, a lot of persons are here. You know, a lot of persons are here. I want to pick Lagos so that I'll see black people. This second and third is now. So let me just pick Lagos. So I would say normal Nigerians, a typical Nigerian, because I think I'm dealing with Nigerians. So I think I have, right? So yeah. Well, some of these persons are not in Nigeria, but they are Okay, they are not in Nigeria, but they are Nigerians. So now, but they are program managers. You see, they have it on their headline. You see, program manager. This person is working at Dell. I'm connected to this person. This person is a technical program. So the point is, you need to have it on your headline if you want to rank. Take notes. Let me switch. If you want to rank, if you want to be seen, you need to have that role that you want to be known for on your headline. If you want to be seen, if you want it that if they search for that role in your location, you would rank. Put it on your headline. Maybe some persons do not know what an headline is. I will still talk about that, right? So my focus is all about DP and headline. So put it on your headline. But then, to the real thing I was trying to talk about, the DP. Now, these guys have different DPs. You know, I'm seeing different persons. I'm seeing different persons who are program managers, right? Or programs manager. And maybe this person, I'm going for this person or this person. Maybe I won't go for this Tolu because I can't really see from afar. It's not captivating. So you need to have a DP that is captivating from afar. That's the strategy. So a DP that is captivating from afar, so that if I see this DP from afar, I'll be curious. I'll be like, who is this person looking all sharp? That's the idea. That's the logic, right? So you want to use a DP that is captivating, not that you should overdress, just simple dressing. Show your face the camera, go to a studio, take a portrait. You don't need to show your leg, you don't need to show your arm, just your head to your, above, a little bit above your chest. All right. So that's it. Wear a nice clothes. Don't over laugh. You can smile, but don't laugh too much, right? So, but then the stuff is, use a captivating picture. You don't necessarily have to use a picture taken with a phone. Like, okay, we're currently building an AI that would even help you. As a matter of fact, fun fact, this DP of mine, because that's what we're building, so we've been testing, was made with AI, but you might not know. And that's the logic, right? We're trying to build an AI that will help. So people, building a personal brand is not cheap. You have to spend a lot of money. It's not cheap at all, right? Going to the studio sessions is not cheap at all. It's not cheap at all. So hiring a graphic designer might not be cheap, but trust me, nothing is cheap. That's why we're building an AI that will make things easier. As a matter of fact, my banner, I designed it with an AI tool, which we are building. So trust me, we are building an AI that will definitely help a lot of persons build their personal brand called Get Branded AI. So that's by the way. But my point is, use a picture that is captivating. I didn't go to the studio because I didn't have the time. So I used AI to do mine. And you can see it's very sharp. You don't necessarily have to know if I do not tell you. But that's the point. So, uh, so I think the point I'm trying to make is just use a DP that is captivating from afar. Because when people search for you, when they search for you, when they search for your role rather, and they see several persons, it is you, it is your picture that is captivating that would make you, so like, I'm seeing so many persons. That's options. I'm seeing so many persons, and at the end of the day, I'm picking those two persons. I didn't even bother to check the rest. That's because these persons, first of all, probably have a very strategic picture activating, right? That's why your DP is very, very important. You cannot overlook it. Don't say that I am skillful enough, I am smart enough, I don't care about, I'm not a picture person. Use our AI to get it done. So when we launch, you probably use our AI. You don't need to go to that awkward moment of going to the studio and all of that. You can use Get Branded AI to get it happen, right? To make it happen. And pretty much, my point is, this person who is Kayode, I might prefer him now than this person called Ayo, because Ayo, his picture is dark. This person does not even have DP at all. So I might just go for Kayode straight up because Kayode has a captivating picture. That's the point I'm trying to make. And it looks sharp. So I'm curious. I'm like, who is this guy? The guy. Like, I'm looking for a program manager. Now I'm seeing Coyote. From there, we start conversation. So that means if like they already hired people by reaching out to them. People they will hire, they will reach out to them, send them DM. Hello, my name is so and so. I like your, where I'm impressed with your profile and all of that. This person has a great DP, but so many things are missing. So that's where we're still going there. No banner, no banner, no banner. And the headline is not so clear. It's just one thing. Do you want to be this person? Want to be this person. So I'm not trying to say this person is not good enough. For mind you, his profile is not optimized enough. So that's just it. So he has a captivating picture. That one moved me to his profile, but that does not mean that I'll probably do stuff with him because I can't really find maybe what I'm looking for, and maybe I would find too. It depends because his work experience is actually. But then sometimes your leverage could probably be the fact that I will stay long on your profile is because you probably have your headline on point, your banner on point, your DP on point. I'll be like, I'll be impressed and I want to see more. But just because you probably don't have your banner, I'm probably like, I will let them just see someone else. You understand? So pay attention to your banner, like your LinkedIn banner, right? Your the DP and the headline. So I just don't want to, say a lot, right? So now I'll go straight to the second point, which is the banner, right? Okay, I'll talk about the banner, right? The banner is this thing that you are seeing here. The banner is this one that you are seeing here. I took my time to talk about the DP as if that's the real thing because it matters, right? At the end of the day, it matters. It matters. It's the cover of your profile. You will be judged by the cover of your profile. People would always judge you by the cover of your book or whatever. I don't know. I can't remember how they say it, but they will say do not judge a book by its cover. But trust me, they will always judge you by your cover. You don't have a great cover, they will think you're not a serious person. You want to be that person who is not looking so serious. So your banner, right, has to be strategic. One thing that I will always tell people about designing your banner, I designed this with our AI Get Branded, by the way. So you probably might see reason to subscribe to our AI probably after now. We designed this from start to finish. This is actually a very cool design. Like a graphic designer will not do something better than this. Trust me. I don't know what a graphic designer want to do. But one thing I want to point is this. This banner, you would see some person's banner would have so many things. They will come and say program manager, operation manager, motivated, so a lot of things. It's not necessary. Just put in your one philosophy or one thing that your belief in a very simple term. Like my own, there is always something better coming. That's one statement, right? You want to put program manager, whatever, CEO, tech media, whatever. That's a lot. It's necessary, but there are sessions for all of that. So you want to put things that are not for, putting them where they're not supposed to be. So because at the end of the day, I'm checking out my banner now. It doesn't mean that everybody that will come to your profile will check your banner. They don't have the time. People have low attention span. They can't come to your profile and spend the whole day. People that like 1-2 minutes, I'm done with your profile. In 1-2 minutes, I already figure out if you're a serious person or not. I don't need to spend 1 hour on your profile. Say, even if you have the best profile, people don't have the time to come to your profile and spend 1 hour, like or 30 minutes or 15 minutes, maximum 30 seconds. So that's why everything has to be on point. Your banner has to be on point. They won't even have the time to check what's there. That's why you have to be strategic. Without clicking on my banner, I can read what's there. There's always something better coming. And it's in my head already. I just have to glance through and I will just capture whatever it's there if I'm checking someone's profile. So, It just gives your profile this great look, and it shows that you are also a serious person somehow, right? It's packaging, it's branding, it's necessary, right? You can't overlook it. You can't overlook it. Now, to the very serious part, which is the headline. So when I say headline, this is what I mean when I say headline. This selected part is the headline. Now, one thing you should know about your headline is that your headline has SEO on LinkedIn. So that means people will search for you and they will find you based on what you have on your headline. If you don't have the right thing on your headline, I won't find you. If you're a program manager, you have no business saying that you are God's child, or those quotes. God's time is the best. The headline is not meant for that. All of those quotes should go on your banner. If you are God's child, write it here. There is something that is where it should be, right? So this place is a strategic place. You can't afford to just put anything there. Everything you're putting there is strategic. You don't just put anything there, right? Because everything that is there is what they will find you with. If you have product manager on your headline, if I search for that, even if I don't know you, and you have a great DP, I'll find you. Maybe you have Lagos, Nigeria, in your DP, I'll find you. I'll find you. Maybe I'm looking for someone who is a product marketing manager, right? That's why in Obafemi based on my preference. They can find me. So now, all of these things you don't necessarily have to put. You see these ones I selected. They are not necessary at all. At all. So what I'm saying is because some person might just go and copy whatever I have on my banner. It's not necessary. The necessary thing here is this. You see this product marketing manager and this particular one that I selected, that's the necessary one. You know why? Because I'm still open for opportunities around product marketing manager, my management, right? So if people find product marketing manager, I would rank. And mind you, I'm trying to look for the right keyword for this punctuation. Is this slanting line or standing line? I'm trying to remember, but it's on your keyboard. Don't use a comma to demarcate, or don't use so many people have comma on their profile. When you use a comma, you won't rank. So that means if I search for product marketing manager, because you have comma, it will not rank, because everything is a same, like it has to carry everything because there is comma there. So you have to differentiate it, or demarcate it rather. Demarcate it with this punctuation mark. You see this? You see this? So even if you have be more aligned. You don't have a job, so you don't want to have so many things on your profile. You are a product marketing manager. Your experience is majorly on product marketing management, right? You've done internship, you've done stuff in product marketing management, so that makes sense. It makes sense. So it increases your chance of getting a job. So, but then if you're a career person, you can have like two, because you're probably working as a product marketing manager and you're looking for a job in sales management. That makes sense, right? Now, this part is what we call the value proposition. This is called value proposition. Value proposition is basically what's that thing that makes you unique in terms of why are you better than some other product marketing manager? What are you doing differently? Because you're not special, right? Being a product marketing manager doesn't mean that you're the only person. Trust me, there are 1 billion persons out there who are also in that field, who are probably even smarter, they are more positioned, they are in better, like they have better leverage, better network and all of that. So why are you better than them? Or why are you different from them? It's your value proposition that will differentiate that. So my own value proposition says that I help people and businesses drive growth through strategic positioning and effective sales execution. Now, this is a lot of English, right? Trust me, you don't have to necessarily say this. But then, what's that value you are giving? So that means what's that thing you are doing for people that shows that you are a valuable person? You understand? I'm just trying to break it down. So as a product marketing manager, these keywords, business, drive growth through strategic positioning, effective sales, these are strategic keywords in that role. So your value proposition has to be in line. It has to be in, it has to sync with the role that you're applying for. Because I am looking for opportunities, maybe in product marketing management, That's why my value proposition has these keywords such as businesses, drive, growth, strategic, positioning, effective sales. So don't just copy and paste. Know what you are copying. So you can do your research, right? Know the right keywords to use. There's a better way to make it happen, right? But I think I'll reserve that for some persons, right? So yeah, but then if you need help if you think this is a lot of stress for you, you don't have the time, we can make it happen for you. You can reach out to us at Techclout Africa. We can optimize your LinkedIn profile. So we've done it for a couple of persons over the years, and we're still doing it, right? We're still doing, and because you're on this call, you have 50% discount to make it happen. So 50% discount 50% discount because you are on this call. You just use our discount coupon, which is, I see. So I have my team members on the call who would probably share the. Okay. So we'll probably share the coupon code, right? 50 for you to get a 50% discount and how to get it, right? If you want us to help you optimize. And also, if you want a video, a pre-recorded video that I've personally done, you want to watch it and just follow it and do your thing. It's cheaper, very cheap. And it even makes you more knowledgeable. So that means you can teach other persons. We also have it, right? So my team members will share it on the just check the comment section. You'll see the link on how to get it and also getting the discount. It's also available at 50% discount. So just in case you need a more comprehensive, stuff on how to make this happen. Not, video guide, not write up, not book, video, recorded. It's over 14 videos that I made. Over 14, I think. Yeah, over 14, yeah. Very detailed, short videos, straight to the point, sharing my screen, is detailed and all of that. It was recorded intentionally, edited, right? You can get it at 50% discount. So my team member, I think Christina, I don't know if Christina is on my team member, but then I know that my team members will. Oh, someone said you can't see my screen. Let me reshare. Let me reshare. Can you all see my screen right now? I just hope and I believe that you can see my screen. I hope and I believe. So I think I've talked about the DP, I talked about the banner, I talked about the headline. I'm done. It's as simple as that, simple as ABC. Your DP, you need to look very strategic and serious. Now, I know some persons on this call are job seekers, right? So I prepared some things that I want to share with you guys. In order for you to land your job, your first job probably without work experience. I think a lot of persons have that issue of work experience, right? In terms of you just graduated, you want to get a job. Yeah, it makes sense getting a job, but you don't have the work experience. So how do you do it? There's a strategic way to make it happen. So the point is, there are ways to get jobs in 2026, even when you don't have work experience. And I will tell you, I'll give you like 6 or 5, right? And you should take note of them. In case you're on this call, you're looking for a job. So the first thing you should do is that you should build proof and not just your CV. Don't just build a very fine CV. Proofs means that you have worked on a project or you have done something, a case study, you have done a mock project. It might be a personal project. You are a product manager, just pick up something. Collaborate with somebody and do something, right? And do something cool. Like, you're not just making an instance, you're doing something that you keep in your portfolio in the long run. So building proof, such as working on projects that can serve as proof of work in the long run, is strategic. It's one thing that can help you land a job when you have not worked with any company. So that means you've not worked with any company. By the end of the day, you pretty much have this. You have this proof, and it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Trust me, it makes a lot of sense. The second thing that you probably have to do, not probably, that you need to do, to land a job when you don't have work experience, is to fill in your skill, the skills gap that you need. So you are probably looking for a job in product management. There are basic skills that are being required of you when you are looking for this role. When you are searching for this role, when you go for this platform, you see basic things like you should be able to use, you know, this particular, you should be able to do this, and that. Try and learn these skills. That will help. Even though you don't have a work experience and you are able to master this skill set, it will help you. So that's a leverage. So that means one, you know how to, probably communicate as a product manager. That's a skill set that is needed. As a product manager, you definitely have to communicate. You cannot be a low-key product manager. Like, there's some career paths in tech, for instance, that are not meant for everyone. If you know that you are not very good in communication, you have no business with being a product manager. You have no business. You cannot be inspired. Inspiration, no, it's not for you. Go and be a developer or go and be a marketing person, right? So it's not for you, right? So there's some basic skill set that is necessary for each role that you're applying for. The first thing I said, build proof, and I already talked about that. Work on projects, personal projects, collaborate with a friend, work on project, and use that as add it to your portfolio. That's one. Secondly, fill in your skills gap. Basic skills that are needed for the job you apply for. So do a research. Look for jobs that are open to, like, the role you're applying for. You check out the requirements. Must be able to do this, must be able to do that. I can't mention for all because how many skills will I mention? Like, it's a lot, right? But when you check your job posting, the job posting available for the kind of role you are trying to get into, you'll see these skills that are being required. The third thing is for you to volunteer strategically. Now, the thing is this: a lot of persons volunteer the wrong way. So look for organizations doing serious things. It is not everybody called a founder that is doing something serious. So trust me, there are some founders that don't have shishi in their pocket. No shit, like they have zero, nothing is going on, but they have big titles. In fact, they have packaging. That's the shocking thing. They might have packaging, but trust me, be sure that they are doing something serious. So that means they are working on actual projects, and their project is something that they are like it's practical. Like you literally can see it that they're doing something serious. So don't just volunteer with any random company saying, "Oh, I'm trying to build a company that will fly this and do that and that will wash plate." And be strategic. Be sure, do your research, and that's why it's necessary for you to even network before you volunteer. So that means you're trying to volunteer. You've not built a relationship with the person. You've not observed the person. The person just told you, "Oh, I'm building a product. Would you like to be our UI/UX designer?" I said, "Yeah, I will." You probably have to ask the person to connect with you on LinkedIn. Observe the person. You will know. Trust me, you will know. You will know. You will know if they are doing something serious. They have a website. You will know. You check their website. You can tell them, "Oh, send me your website link." Let me tell you, "Oh, we don't have a website." That means that they are not even serious. They're probably 2 years in business. They don't have a website. So you have to be strategic when volunteering. I'm saying this because a lot of persons I think they are willing to volunteer, but they are volunteering the wrong way. So try and be strategic when volunteering. But then volunteering is the key word. By volunteering, by filling your skill gap, and firstly, I talked about building proof, not just your resume. Don't just make a fine resume. Build proofs. Proofs. When I say proofs, this is what I mean. Oh, I think I should just be showing my this, this, this right here. They are proof of work. So I've been featured on several platforms. I've done several things that have been featured on several platforms. It's enough for you to actually trust the fact that I am real in this space. When I tell you that I am a top voice, there is a proof for that. It says top voice, recognize top voice. Look at the proof here. Look at it here. When you click on, you see my name. When I say that, I'm in South Africa 30 on 30 on me, don't just take it. There are proofs. When you check, you will see it. You understand? So build proof, and if you're using LinkedIn, position them rightly. I think that's the point. Position this proof rightly. This featured section is for your proofs, like strategic proofs. Don't just have these proofs and keep it in your bag. Put it like, how can you take it as a course for 4 years and you cannot even put it on your profile that you're a graduate? Like, where's the proof? Right? Where's the proof? You got featured on Vanguard newspaper, it's not on your profile. It's not pride. Like, a lot of persons will think that you're trying to, show yourself. That's not the point. The point is that you are showing your proof. So LinkedIn is about showing, not telling, right? LinkedIn is about showing, not telling. So people are saying that they can't see my screen. I want to be sure. Oh my God. I'm trying to share my screen. Oh God. So people can't see my screen. How else? This is the button for sharing screen. Share screen. Share window. Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen now? You should be able to see my screen. Ha. Oh my God. I did not add the screen to stage. Oh my God. I'm sorry, man. I didn't add it to stage. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh God. I know you can see it now. I'm so sure. God, 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 God. So I think I will just have to show you my. So let me just show you the things I talked about. So this is my DP. This is my DP, right? That I talked about. So I think this is my banner. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that I didn't add it to stage. Like, oh, this platform, I don't use it often. I'm supposed to add to stage because I joined from the back end. This is product marketing manager. This is the punctuation I was talking about to demarcate your roles. This is the thing I said you need essentially if you're trying to be positioned for jobs, right? So I said product marketing manager if I want to position as a product marketer. Now this is my value proposition, which is I help people and businesses do blah blah and all of that. And these keywords are strategic because it's in line with the job I'm trying to position for. As a product marketing manager, these keywords are very, very familiar with my role. Business, drive, growth, through strategic positioning and effective sales execution. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, oh guy. This is I'm feeling I'm feeling very I'm feeling very terrible right now. So this is my DP, this is my banner. Right? This is the keyword that I said you don't necessarily have to have a lot of things written on your banner. This is a banner, right? So you don't have to have a lot of things written on your banner. Just have your this philosophy that you believe in or whatever thing that you believe in. Maybe you are God's child. You can write God's child and just put your picture. And these things are just fancy things to just make it fine. But this is the main thing that is strategic, the picture and this. That's the only thing that they are seeing. So, oh my God, my battery is low. I'm sorry. So, so this is the banner. This is the banner. This is the banner. This is the DP. And the DP, I've talked about the DP. I've said the DP. So this right here is the headline. what I have here and here, they are not necessary. Like it's not like it's a necessity. It's just extra feather to my car. It's not a necessity, right? So it's not a necessity. Trust me, it's not a necessity. It's not a necessity at all. It's not a necessity. It's not a necessity. It's not a necessity. It's not a necessity. So um what else? So looking for a job. Oh my God. So I think I talked about the fact that when people are searching for a particular role, like for instance, I'm looking for a program manager and under people, I'm looking for a program manager, right? So I'm searching for a program manager and I want someone, I want people. So I'll select people because it's not a job I'm looking for. I'm not trying to apply for the role. So if you're a job seeker, you can select job and see several jobs in that category. So people that are directly connected to me and probably people that are located or based in Lagos. So under this location, you select Lagos, Nigeria. So you DPs, right? And they are all program manager. And you see, the reason why they are being shown to me is because they have it on their headline. They have it on their headline. This is their headline, right? They have it on their headline. You see that they are using the same punctuation I used. That's why it's ranking. Even though they have several things, they still ranking. It's still ranking. Program manager, program management, program manager. You see, they all have it. That's why they're being shown to me. They all have it. So if you don't have it, you would not rank, right? But now because this person probably have a very strategic DP, this Moses, I might decide to just check out this Moses because I'm trying to hire the program manager. Now click Moses, right? And that alone is probably the reason the cover of your profile is the profile is the cover of your profile. You need it, right? I don't know why it's slowing down. Okay, so yeah, no value proposition, but it's still nice. So this about section is a story for another day. But trust me, people don't have the time to be reading all everything you have here. You see this first three lines, that's what they will read. And trust me, you should be able to sell yourself with that about section. Well, we are not talking about that because I never advertised that because it's a lot of process. Like it's a lot. But I will just talk about the fact that people do not have the time to read everything you have. As you can see, that guy's own is being shown to me, and it's just three lines. So if people cannot capture everything that you do within these first three lines, that means you did not do anything. From this first three lines, if I cannot capture what you are into, everything, your years of experience, what you do, the kind of potential you have. Like look at mine, for instance. You don't necessarily have to write your own like this. So value and goal-driven tech media founder, personal, that's one, that's part of what I am, personal branding strategist, and author with over 10 years of experience. So now you can see a lot of things here. Now, value-driven is an action word. So having it is very strategic. You could be goal-driven, you could be result-oriented. You don't necessarily have to be value-driven. So, but then having it is very good. Starting it with your, starting using that to start your about section is very strategic. And trust me, not the time to come and be reading more, but then they can if this is captivating enough. This first three is captivating. So if you cannot capture anybody's attention with this first three line, because this is what LinkedIn will show to them. They don't have the time to be saying learn more. They might check, but that's the first thing they will check. But if they check, they are seeing some other things. So this is what we have here, which are the metrics. Metrics has to do with numbers, place, people, and real things that you've done. Not things that you can do, but real things that you have done. There is a difference. What you can do and what you have done over the years is different. So some persons will say, I can write, I can sing, I can dance. No, I have written over 10 books for that's track record with metrics. I've closed over $1 million with tech companies across Africa from between 2021 and 2022. That's metrics, number 2021, 2022. That's number, date, time. Number, figure, $1 million. Specific industry, tech companies. That's metrics, solid one. So that's where you have all of this. I can't really go into all of this, right? Because I didn't advertise that because it's a lot of work. But we can do it for you, and you can also watch our video to learn how to do it simple. So 50% discount, you get it, right? So yeah, I won't go much. So this is the feature section where I talked about proof. Proof in terms of this feature section is a strategic section. Every of the things that you've done over the years, do not just overlook them. There's some things that you cannot be talking about every day. I've done some things in the past. I can't be talking about them every time. But when you go to my link, you will know that I've done it. And I'm not even telling you. When you send your LinkedIn profile to a recruiter, they should be able to know who you are, know what you stand for, know your value, know your everything you've done without even saying a word to you. That means you have won. You have scored 1-0. But you don't have a LinkedIn profile. Probably your LinkedIn profile is not optimized. I'll have to start afresh and start asking you all of these things. But when I've seen all of these things, there is no point asking you again. Absolutely no point, right? So I was making a point around how you could get a job without work experience. I made 3 points, which is first one, build proof and not just CV. Don't just build a fine CV. Secondly, fill your skill gaps. Thirdly, volunteer, be strategic. I've talked about that. Fourth, freelance at lower cost, right? So you can start with people you know, like family and friends or small businesses, and get real work done. So you can just freelance. They pay you little money and all of that. You're building proof of work, right? The fifth is that you can aim for entry-level roles. There's so many entry-level roles everywhere. Banks, entry-level talents, everywhere. Like so many companies are hiring for entry-level roles. So apply for these roles. They don't need work experience. So I think I've made a very solid point, right? So we have a community, right? We have a community where we share jobs. We share all these tips. You can join. Some my team members will share it on the chat box. So I know they can hear me. So please, my team members, share the link to the community on the chat box so that they can join, right? Please share the link to the community on the chat box so they can join. Please do that. So yeah, my team members will do that. I trust them; they will do that. So you can join our community for free. For free, we don't charge, and we share jobs. We share free courses. We, if you want to upskill skill set, we share. Like trust me, we share courses. We share them for free. We don't charge at all. 100% free. Like if you want to learn product management, we have courses for free that we share. Just stay active on our community. So you can join. They will share the link via the chat box. So I know they can hear me. They're going to share the link via the chat box. The person on YouTube will share. The person on other platforms will also share, right? So I'm sorry about the screen display the other time and all of that. So sorry about that. I just hope you guys will forgive me. But yeah, that's it. So I'm done with that. And one last thing before I go is what do you do, to land your dream job, in 2026? Like, what's that thing that you have to probably do to land your dream job in 2026? Now, I'll just make it very fast and I'll call it a day. So I'll just list it. So I made a research, checked out several job roles being shared on several platforms, and I saw specific things that are very, very, similar, familiar. And these things are very familiar for every of the job roles that I saw. One is communication skills. So if you want to land your dream job, build your communication skill. Like learn how to communicate. It will help you. It will really, really help you. Work on it. How do you do that? Read books, watch videos, learn from others. Don't just watch memes and all of that. Like watch real videos that can teach you how to really communicate. Have mentors that you follow. Go for trainings. Invest in yourself. If you cannot read books, you can watch videos. You can go for physical training, and you will learn from this process. That's communication skills. So that's something that is very familiar with most of the jobs I've seen. So build your communication skill set. That will help you. From knowledge, it's the foundation. Then second, you get the network. So if you don't have the right knowledge, you cannot retain knowledge and retain money. If you have money and you have network and you don't have the knowledge, you might be lost if you lose those network. So that means that you lose everything. You want that to happen to you. So knowledge is the basic thing, is the foundation for networking and for making money. Let me repeat that. Knowledge is the foundation for making money and for networking. If you don't have the right knowledge, people will not even see the reason to connect with you. So build knowledge before you think of networking with people. If you want to network with someone like me, you have to be knowledgeable. You have to really, really be knowledgeable. Like you have to know something that I probably know or I do not know. So we have to be speaking the same language. So if you don't know or speak my language, how do I retain you in my network? It's not going to be easy. So secondly is have knowledge of specific tools. So I'm talking about how you can get your dream job in 2026. Have knowledge of specific tools. Tools in your industry. If you're a product manager, know how to use Trello, know how to use Asana, HubSpot, you're a salesperson. Learn these things. They are free. Like we have a community where we share these things for free. Learn how to use specific tools, like learn them. So first, learn how to communicate. Second, have knowledge of specific skills in your industry. Thirdly,
Hello, can you all hear me? I believe you all can hear me. I'm so sorry about the network disconnect. I'm actually back. Oh, it's network. So I'm actually back. Sorry about that. But can you hear me? Can you hear me? So I'll just rephrase the things I was saying. I just want to be sure that someone can hear me. Can anyone hear me? Okay, okay, great. So I was talking about how you could land your dream job in 2026. I talked about the fact that you should work on your communication skills. It's very, very essential. There's so many persons who cannot communicate rightly. They don't even pay so much attention because they think it's not their thing. But it's something that is being required by most roles. That is, most of the roles that you see out there, they want to be sure that you can communicate. They want to be sure that even if you are a dev person, you're a developer, they will call you to say, oh, what have you done for the past 6 months? Can you please give us a clear explanation? You can be very good. And because you can't communicate clearly, people will think that you have not done anything, right? So that's something that is a gap, that a skill gap that a lot of persons are probably not paying attention to. And because of that, they are not even landing that dream job that they want, right? So you need to really learn you need to learn how to communicate. Like it's not hard. It's a it's a matter of practice. Like over time you get better. But if you don't get started, you won't get better. You have to just get started. Like get started. Get started. Get started. Very important. Like get started first, right? Get started first. It might not be easy, but when you are with the right company, like you are investing in this thing, you are putting in your time and your energy. Yeah, my face is not sure. I'm so sorry. Uh, I'm so sorry. Nigeria happened to me. I'm sorry. So yeah, uh, when you're in the right company, you definitely get the necessary things, and trust me, you get better over time. You can invest in trade. There are trainings. Like I have some I could recommend. If you need some, message me on LinkedIn. I'll recommend some to you. Like practical training. I have a friend in Ghana who is even coming to Nigeria to do a communication. Yeah, I just remember now. Like it's about communication. The guy has worked with so many companies, help their staff, skill and all of that. You can be a part of it. Right? Though this guy is quite expensive, but I know some person that are probably cheaper, right? So you can actually reach out if you need someone to guide you. But then you can read books too, to build your communication skills. Read books too. Read books to help you. Secondly, that I talked about is that you should, have knowledge of specific tools. Like if you're a product manager, know the tools that you need in your space. Like you're trying to apply for a role, you are not even bothered about the tools that you need to learn or how to use these tools. Like it should really, really bother you in terms of knowing how to use it efficiently. It's something. It really, really matters. Like you're trying to get that dream job that you're dreaming to get a big job, and you cannot use simple tools. Some persons cannot even set up calendar. It's as bad as that. Like forget that we're in 2 days. So it's not everyone that can set up meeting calendar. Like can you send some person's meeting link to schedule meeting on your calendar. They can't do it. They won't be able to do it. Like I don't know, and they are looking for 1 million naira job. It's funny, because these are basic things that you should even know. Like having like basic things. Some persons can't set up calendar. Some persons can use Zoom. Forget that you can use Zoom or that you can join this course. Some persons cannot join, and they are graduates. Like they are very fine people. They speak good English. In fact, they understand what's going on. They are what's up people. Like they really really understand what's up. They have great understanding of what's going on in the community. In fact, their voice is very, very strong. In fact, sometimes I even great communicators, but because they cannot use great tools, they will tell you to come and share your screen. You will be looking for the tool, how to share your screen. It's so embarrassing. So why not just learn how to? It's not shameful. Like look for a friend. Like hello, Bolaji, Kemi. Do you use this tool? Can you show me how it works? It's not shameful. It doesn't mean that you're a low person. It doesn't mean that you are that or you have put yourself lower than the person. No. Everybody can learn from anyone, right? So learn have this basic knowledge, basic skill, knowledge of specific tools. The third thing is, having, problem solving skills. It's something that most recruiters will always have. So these things I'm saying are things that I discovered that most recruiters are looking for, from the jobs that they're hiring for, right? They will ask for these things like, are you a problem solver? Do you know how to solve basic problems? Like this is a problem solver, only that you have to carry spanner and hammer and start doing great things. Like you can just come with strategies that will make things easy for your team members. Like being a great team player and all of those things. These are basic skills, skill set that you will have to learn that will help you land your dream job in 2026, right? So problem solving with evidence, not that you just put on your CV that you are a problem solver. They want to see example. Like in 2021, when you were working at Itiva, something happened. You talked about it, like your team, something very brief. That's something that they were asking in your interview, right? And you did something. You came up with an idea, and you told the team, you probably volunteered to do something, blah blah. And because of that, that thing got results. That's a problem solving skill, and you have evidence to show for it. So not just saying you're a problem solver, you are this in your resume. It's not about showing. It's not about telling. Rather, it's about like evidence. It's easy to build confidence when there is evidence. The fourth thing is adaptability. So most jobs are looking for people that can adapt faster. There are people that when you take them to another company, they find it very difficult to adapt to the modus operandi of the country. Maybe because the country, the company, they do some specific things and they are used to not using those things. They can't adapt, using some specific tools. Some companies might even be using Zoho, for instance. And because where you are coming from, you use Google tools, right? And you are not ready, like you're not just ready to adapt. Like it looks like it looks like a crazy thing. Trust me, it's a skill when you are able to adapt fast. It's a skill. And it's something you probably have to learn. So adaptability, problem solving, building knowledge, basic knowledge on how to use tools, communication. I've talked about four. These are just skills that will help you get better jobs if you can develop them. If you can develop ability in them, right? It can help you get better jobs. Like the fact that you can adapt fast is a skill. Like in 2 weeks, what 2 weeks? 1 week, you're already even catching up. You're already getting along. So already, it's as if you're even used to some of the things that they're doing. Because when you want to change company, you want to move to another company, you don't expect that what they are doing in your former company is the same thing that they are doing or they will be doing where you are going to. Like it's not possible. But then they know that where you are coming from, you're probably doing different things or doing things differently. But you're able to adapt, right? You're able to adapt. It's a skill. It's a skill. Now it's an area of AI. Now, for instance, it's an era of AI. A lot of persons don't want to adapt. In fact, they are furious. Like you can't be furious. You can't because nobody cares about your like whatever you feel. The point is the AI has come to stay. That's the point. Personally, we are also using an AI for branding called Get Branded AI. And I talk about the fact that my GP on LinkedIn was done with AI. And you will know my designs, my banner was designed with AI. Yeah. I'm going to share something. Right? Because I know a lot of persons on this call. I want to do so much, but there is no time, right? So I will share a particular drive that has details on how to fix your LinkedIn, right? So what you will do is you it's a lot of. So basically, this stuff has details on how to optimize all your profile. All the sections on your profile. In terms of even auditing your profile using AI. So with Claude, you audit your profile. You pretty much know what you should do to make your profile better based on what you want to achieve. So now, for everyone on LinkedIn, you have personal goals and ambition. Some persons just want to be motivating us. That's their goal. As long as we are liking their posts, they are very much okay. That's their own goal. Why some persons are looking for a job So everything they are doing on LinkedIn because they want to be seen, they want to get a job. They are going for networking events, they are connecting with people every time, they are looking for some people to connect with, and all of that because they want to get a job. So that's their own goal, right? So this stuff will help you audit your profile and tell you what you should do in order for you to attract, these things that you desire, or for them to get to you faster. So I will be sharing the drive. It's a link, right? The Google Doc, then packaged in different categories. So I'm looking for how to share this thing, you know, most thoughtful way to share this thing, right? So I think the easiest way is to, but then I think let people that want it come for it, right? So follow all our social media platforms. Yeah, I think that's fair. Like that you follow us across and you get our free gift. It's fair. It's fair that way. Like you follow us on. If you're not on LinkedIn, it's fine. But follow us on at least three. On at least three. If you're on Twitter, follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Or follow us on Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe to our Instagram feed. Get branded. That's our YouTube. And follow at least three. Send me screenshot on Instagram. Send me screenshot on Instagram. My Instagram handle is NatRichBoy. NATRICH boy. BOY. Let me type it. My Instagram handle is. So my team members will share the link to our social media. So when you follow at least three, send me screenshot. I'll give you the drive. It has all of these details to help you audit your profile. It will not do it for you, but you use prompts to get it out. So that means you would use it to get exactly like, in fact, it will even ask you for your link, your profile URL. It will ask you for your profile URL. So there are places where you enter this. So it will be tailored for you because to do a deep research about your profile, it will audit it for you and to tell you that your headline has this, your headline does not have this. How about you have this? How about you include? In fact, to create it for you, to give you real time sample based on what you want to achieve. Remember, it will ask you for your years of experience. It will ask you for all of these things, very detailed, right? So it will help you, check every of your profile. We're using this prompt, Claude specifically. Claude, it's not ChatGPT, it's Claude, right? So Claude, it will help you work on all of these things, and you can get it for free. But I know a lot of persons will steal the stuff, maybe, you know, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. At the end of the day, we'll figure it out. So just reach out to me on Instagram. Oh, I've added the. I just sent it now. I just sent it now. Sure. So when you connect, send me the screenshot of my personal handle on Twitter. So I just dropped it as a comment on YouTube, right? So yeah, my handle is not Twitter, but if you go on YouTube, I dropped it in the comment section there. So you will see it there. Just send me a screenshot. Like send me a screenshot of you following at least 3 of our pages, and you get the link straight up. Nothing, no story, no form. Just screenshot of you following at least 3 of our pages. That's it. You get it. So I think that will help because I have a lot to share, but there's no time. There's no time for me. In fact, I'm not even done talking about the skill set that you have to. But I think I'm almost done, and I have just one to talk about, which is collaboration. It's something I will talk about every day. Collaboration is a skill. Some people cannot work with other persons. They will always have issues. So it's not about just writing that you're a team player on your resume. You have to really demonstrate it. Like, how have you been able to work with people to achieve common goals? Like, these are basic skills that companies would need you to have before they can hire you. Like, do you know the funny thing? The funny thing is that people who are getting the best jobs, they're not necessarily the most skillful in their field. So that means you're a product manager, right? You don't necessarily have to be the best product manager to get the best job. Just network rightly. Like partner with people, collaborate, like network. As a matter of fact, you need 40% skill set. In fact, 30% skill to get your best job. 30, just 30. I'm not exaggerating, no. When I finish my NYSC, true life story, when I finish my NYSC, just maybe after I finish my NYSC, I'm not exaggerating. I didn't even plan to. I just founded Techclout Africa after my NYSC, right? And I wanted to focus on building Techclout Africa. But guess what? Later after my NYSC, they came for me, right? I got a job that paid me almost 300K. As I then know, I'm talking about 2021, 2022. Imagine how many core member in 2026 can get a job of, like, let's be realistic to ourselves. But the point is, it's not because I am skillful, it's because I know how to, like, I'm not position myself. That's the point. Like, position yourself well. Perception matters. Like, people will have perception of you. If you look like a serious, like, that serious person, that person we prove, we prove, not just packaging. They can literally see on your feature section on your LinkedIn, there's so many things like you've done so many, like in their head, they already rated you very high. They will not be back. I can remember we had a bargain, like I was bargaining with the HR. The HR was like, I didn't even tell them that I just finished NYSC. They didn't even know. They didn't even know because Nigeria now, you don't have to tell your employer everything. They didn't even know, right? They didn't know. I bargained for almost 300 and almost. You made small, with the tax, I made small. They enter 300. After NYC, I didn't say 6 months after NYC, just immediately. But then I've worked, right? I've done stuff, I've done solid stuff over the years. So it's not like because I just finished NYC, that's what I mean. I've done stuff, like I've done stuff, I've built projects that didn't work, like I've experimented so many things. I can talk about so many things at that point and things that didn't work out. But then they're in my portfolio as proof of work. So that was pretty much what I was talking about the other time. Like build these things as tools. Like if you don't have work experience, you can still get a job. Build work experience for yourself. Like work on personal stuff. I've worked on personal. There's so many projects that are personal that I've worked on. So many, so many, so many. So it's not a matter of luck, right? Positioning matters a lot. You are starting off a skill, like you're doing a training currently. You don't talk about this training, you are doing it on a low. You are doing your training on a low because you want to shock the world. You want to shock us based on say you are a front-end developer, like you want to learn it on a low. So you get your job on a low. You cannot get anything on a low, like nothing. Nothing for you. I'm not even exaggerating. Like you need to really, really show, don't tell. You don't have to tell. Like people think they have the time to get no, people don't have the time to give you mic and say, oh, take the mic and say your mind. Tell us what you think. Sometimes allow them see, let them figure it out by themselves without you saying a word to them. They will just know that this guy has done this, he has done this, he has done this, he has done this by themselves without you saying that I have done this. Every time, everywhere you are going, you're talking about yourself. I've done this, I've done this. Like you don't need to do that, right? The keyword or the thing that works is when you show, you don't tell. Like don't show, don't tell. So you're learning a skill right now. Talk about it on LinkedIn. I currently enrolled for product management at Torilo Academy in Ikeja. And currently I'm learning our teacher instructor. That's that process. That's the progress. Somebody is watching. Somebody is watching. They might not like your post, though. They might not comment, though. But I think people are always triggered by likes and comments. Like if nobody will like it, I will not post it. If nobody like it, I will delete it. Like talk about it. You don't need those like and comments. The point is on your profile. When they go to your profile, they will still see it, right? They'll still see it because how do you get these entry level roles? It's by positioning. Because they check your profile and they know that you actually learn these things. Not like they give the dashboard certification. Because certificate is not even anything. A lot of persons think that when they are done, that certificate is the real thing. In advanced country, they don't hire people on certificate. Just know how to do the job, right? And I think one thing that is very common with talent is that once they are done learning things, they don't have that confidence to take up a job. So the strategic thing is this: while you are learning, look for an organization where you can volunteer. Like volunteer with them. It costs you nothing. Like it builds your like you get to build your confidence that way. It costs you absolutely nothing. Like I'm learning product management right now, and I'm currently volunteering with an organization. So everything I'm learning, I'm demonstrating it somewhere. I'm demonstrating it somewhere. Mind you, I will make mistakes, but nobody will tell me you are fired. Like You're firing me. They're not even paying me. So why will you fire me? They cannot fire you. So all those mistakes that you made, they don't be like. So that's the thing. The thing is, while you're volunteering, you probably have most definitely you should have a higher person that you're working with. So they probably have a product manager that they are paying, and you're working directly with that product manager who is the senior person, and you are learning from that product manager. Every of the mistake you're making, the product manager who is the senior person is correcting you. That way, you are building your confidence. When you are done learning, after you get your certification, confidence go choke. Like you have a lot of confidence. You have that confidence. But a lot of persons they're just learning. Like you spend 10 years, 10 months learning something. You have not even practiced this thing in real time. You've not done anything. Like you've not done any real time project. If they give you a job, trust me, you won't have the confidence. It's not to win. It's not. It's not a matter of which kind. You be, even if you know it in your head, you will not be. You will not be so confident. But imagine that you've been volunteer with an organization, you've made a lot of mistakes, you see all those mistakes, they are lessons that it will help, like it's more like an experiment. One thing about people is that they don't want to make mistakes. They want to do stuff, they don't want to make any mistake at all, they don't want to make any mistake at all. They want a very perfect life. Nobody is perfect. I personally have made so many mistakes in my life, so many. I'm still making sure. So the thing is this. I think and I recommend that you calculate, like people should be more conscious of their failures more than their success. Because I think a lot of persons are more conscious of their success. They want to be counting their success. Like, oh, I succeeded today one, I succeeded today, tomorrow two, I succeeded tomorrow, you are counting your success. Count your failures more. Expect more of the failure. Like you are failing every day. You are already determined in your mind that you want to fail 50 times this week. So when you fail twice, say, oh, I failed twice, remain 48. So that means you will not feel like you not draw back if you want to do something because you are already looking forward to the failure because it's part of the process. But a lot of persons are so like they don't want to be counting success. Like one success today, two success tomorrow, three success. Like count your failures more. Like give yourself target for failure. I want to fail 50 times this week. That way, you will not draw back if you want to do something because you are looking forward to the failure. It's not like you will be nonchalant about it, but already you don't feel like it's a big deal, right? So that's my secret, right? Like I want to fail more than I succeed, and because of that, I don't think something don't make sense to me before I try it out. Like I don't care, like you won't beat me, right? I will do it, and nobody will beat me. I will post that post. I will make that post, and trust me, do you know one shocking thing about us at Techclout Africa is that it might be shocking, but it's the truth. Since we founded Techclout Africa, we don't have a marketing budget. Right? It's not like we don't want to, right? Our current bandwidth is even to like we have jobs that we are not done with, and we are even scared that if they give us more fair, it might be a loss, right? And that's because the branding and the reputation and the good job that we've done over the years is speaking for us, right? It's something that a lot of persons do not even pay attention to. Like you are told, you just want leads, but you're not, it doesn't bother you if you're going to convert them. When you get organic leads, it's very, very sweet because they won't ask you for story. They won't be telling you, how will I trust you? Because on their own, they trust you already. Trust is something that it is hard to buy. Like if you're a business person and you're able to build trust, then you have won. And that's something that we'll be leveraging on. That's why we're helping people in the tech ecosystem in different industries build this trust by helping them build their visibility and credibility. Because that's pretty much how trust works, right? You want to be credible, you want to be visible. That's it, right? So it's not rocket science. Count more of your failure. Let me repeat that. Count your failure more than your success. Expect failure more. Like you are trying to fail more than you succeed this week. Like you're looking forward to it. Yeah, that's how I work. Oh. Like I want to fail more. Like 50 failures. Eventually, I don't even eat 50. So I'm like, eventually, I didn't even eat that 50. I only failed twice. Imagine. And I was even thinking I would fail 50 times. So you can see that. But a lot of persons want to succeed all through their life. Perfect life. Perfect. Perfect. And you're not Jesus Christ. You want to live a very perfect, very sweet life, very sweet. Like when you're perfect, you say, oh, very, very sweet, perfect guy. Hmm. You would miss that. Like ideas are everywhere. So let me just final note before I move. So I feel like I have a lot to say, but there's no time, right? So I'll just give out the stuff to the guys who are sending the screenshot. Just follow us on at least three of our platforms. Send me screenshot on my personal account at my tweet boy, and I'll give you access to the the, the material, that will help you use Claude to audit and optimize your profile for free. So Claude will not automatically just be doing it for you on autopilot. You'll be the one doing it. Claude will just be giving you content, telling you, okay, put this here, replace this with this. And that's because you probably did the right thing as being instructed on the stuff. So you're using prompting and you're entering the right details. I don't know your details, but it has been structured in such a way that you will get it, right? You will definitely get it. It's very basic for all the sections. So yeah, it's really nice having you guys. I don't know if there are questions. I really wish I could bring someone up, answer questions. But you can type your questions. You can type your question. But I think I have a link, right? So I'm dropping the link. I'm dropping a link, right? So you can request to join the backend with the link. So I'll bring you up. So just go. I feel like let me just bring someone up. So I know this is a question. I know an AI application that do a clean profile picture for free. I have so many questions. Good. So you can request, I think you can request to join. So I'll send the link, right? So I think I want to bring like one person up. Okay. I think there are no questions. I think there are no questions. From the chat box, I can't see any question on YouTube. Or maybe they are on other platforms, but I think I can only see your stuff on YouTube. I think I can only see questions from YouTube. Maybe the other platforms, maybe there are. I can only see questions from YouTube. Can you guys even hear me? Hope you guys have been hearing me all along. Because that one, let it not look like I've been talking to myself. I just want to be sure. I don't know. Like all this while I've been speaking. Hope you guys can hear me. I'm sorry, I'm not showing my video anymore. Nigeria happened to me. Nigeria happened to me. In fact, it happened to me when my network went off. I had to connect again. So Nigeria happened to me. Is there a question? I just want to be sure before we call it a day. I want to be sure. Any question? Any question? Any question? Questions? I think there are no questions. Okay, someone said, oh, okay, this is my team member, Christina. We're going to stream, we're meant to stream from LinkedIn, but I don't know. The software was saying something different. I don't know. We're just saying something totally different. But thank God we didn't even, it's not like we publicized it like that. So it was meant to be from YouTube directly. So good thing is that for everyone who registered, they can always, I think, yeah, you should be able to rewatch the replay on our YouTube. Still the same link. So you can go back and watch again. I think the first time when I joined, I was sharing my screen. I didn't have it to stage. Sorry. I'm not so familiar with these platforms I'm using. I just subscribed to their stuff today. So I'm sorry about that, for people, but I know I made a lot of points and I tried to make up, you know. So yeah, it's really nice having a time with you all. Thank you so much for your time. And for those who need the material, just do the needful, send to my DM at Boy and send me screenshots. I'll send you the resources. It's free. And for those that need any of our service, link optimization, you want to make publication on national dailies, you want to set up your Wikipedia profile, we do all of that. And we're offering 50% discount. There's a voucher for that on our